Credit scores, a three-digit number that can benefit or hurt your access to loans and big purchases.
Recent reports show that credit scores tend to be lower in southern states.
All new tonight, THV 11's Mikaelin Johnson looks into why that's the case and what we can do about it.
Typically, Arkansas, Texas, Georgia, Tennessee, they have some of the lowest scores across the boards in the nation.
According to Experian, the average credit score in the U.S. is a 714 FICO score. When looking at credit scores by state, Arkansas ranks in the bottom 10, falling at number 44, with a reported average score of 694 last year.
In 2019, the average credit score in Arkansas was 683. In 2021, it was up to 694, and it looks like it stayed there for 2022.
The low credit scores in Arkansas are mirrored by most of our southern neighbors, too. All states except Missouri filling the bottom 10 with us. Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, all with average scores below 700. Economist Michael Packo says the lines are clear.
If you look at credit scores by state, they don't vary all that much, and we're talking about averages here. But there is clearly a tendency for lower credit scores in the South.
It doesn't stop with Arkansas's neighbors. This map from the Washington Post shows from east to west, the United States southern region overwhelmingly has lower average credit scores. But why? Financial consultant Daryl Callum points to three possibilities.
Number one is a lack of education, right? We weren't taught about financial literacy in school. So, a lot of people, if you're not educated on how to maximize your credit, there's no way to, optimize it.
Callum's other two possible reasons: poor money management and a lack of cash flow.
Typically in the southern states, you get paid a lot less, so you don't really have the money to, pay your bills on time or at all, in a sense. So that's why credit scores can take a tank.
If your credit score does drop, there are steps you can take to repair it.
Credit repair basically comes down to two main things: removing the negative items and building with positive items.
Callum says this can come through avenues we might not think about.
It's crazy, your rent is typically the biggest bill that you have, but you don't get any credit for it on your credit report. So Boom actually helps you report your rent payments on your credit profile. That can increase your score as well.
Packo wants credit card users to keep in mind these companies are mainly worried about one thing.
Credit card companies are looking for are really, most importantly, just paying on time on a regular basis.
The other way to improve your score: removing negative items from your report, and there are laws in place to do it. According to Callum, credit reporting agencies are highly regulated by Congress. Parts of the Fair Credit Reporting Act are structured to give us rights.
You can leverage these laws to get negative items removed from your credit report, because per the Fair Credit Reporting Act, everything that's reported on your credit profile has to be reported 100% accurately across the board. If it's any inaccuracy whatsoever, by law, per the Fair Credit Reporting Act, it has to be removed.
As a financial consultant, removing negative items is when Callum rolls up his sleeves to get to work.
It comes down to a person like me to do a detailed analysis on how those negative items are reporting, and then I'll be able to process the appropriate paperwork to challenge those negative items.
A final piece of advice from Callum: if you're on the search to start the credit repair process, look for these three things.
If they can't really explain the law to you, if they over exaggerate the expectations to you, and also you want to look at the results as well.
In Little Rock, Mikaelin Johnson, THV 11 News.